Hey Marla fans, this is Inktober number 3, and the prompt is crown. So, I'm going to start out with a little front end shot. Windshield down, of course, as always. And that's going to be my grill. I say as always, but you know, I do like the look of a Jeep with the windshield up sometimes. Like I mentioned before, if you watched any of the other videos, proportions for the grill kind of split that headlight by thirds generally, and that will give you some landmarks for these guys. Like the fenders are on the bottom third, the grill verticals are on the side third, and that will give you where your angles hit. Now about halfway through the grill and on the inside third of the headlight, that'll give you your parking lamp. Like that. Okay, get our grill in here. It overlaps the headlights just a little bit. I think I mentioned in a different video. You get a little bit of a radius just on the inside of that last grill slot. Okay, divide this into halves. So that'll also give us our position up here for later. And that's going to be our first slat in the grill. We know we're going to do one over here and over here. And the tricky part, there's two in the middle here, but I'm just going to eyeball them, especially for just a quickie drawing like this. But I could use some geometry to find out where those are going to be, if need be. See that? Our little bracket, and our frame rail, horn, little bumper. Those come about, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're about halfway across the fender there. And then we're going to go ahead and do hood blocks. And if you've ever looked at a Jeep head-on, the older ones, the hood blocks are kind of offset, and I can't remember now which way. I'm not looking at any reference at the moment, but one of them is offset, and that's on purpose. It's a carryover from when they did the 2A headlight. Sorry, not headlight. The windshield wipers atop the windshield. They were top down, on the top of the windshield. So when they folded down, it had to not intersect with the hood block, and so instead of moving other things around, they just offset the hood blocks. So with some older Jeeps, if you look at them head on, the hood blocks are, one of them is off center. It's really weird. They changed that on later Jeeps because they moved the windshield wipers to a different position. So I'm going to just imply the top of a tire here a little bit. I might go in and do some tread a little bit. Put a little sharp. Okay, do NDTs again. Just an alternating tread pattern that's obviously too big. They would be a little tighter. We're just going to imply it anyway, so. You could probably make that easier by just going straight across like this. And then deciding this side has this tread and this side. Yeah, that's probably an easier way. Look, we found something together. We'll just ignore that side. So I mentioned that our center was right up there. It's good because that's where we're going to put a tiny little crown. And some other details in there. I think yeah, it's pretty close. Not my best work, but hey, it's a little after midnight here, and got a host of other things going on, so let's at least put one of the shocks in. There we go. Pretty good. The bell crank would be right here. Okay, I think we can call it at that. Crown. I noticed in my other video I left the K out. This would be the 3rd, 2025. Thanks for watching.